Skip it up and that up. Hello, everybody. Rich of ReviewTechUSA here, and last night on RTU Streams, I had a stream. What's funny is I wasn't even gonna stream last night, but I decided to, and we watched Some Ordinary Gamers, or Mutahar's video, called Boogie2988 is Completely Pathetic. Now, I don't know how it transpired. I don't know if people were baiting Boogie to come on the show, or he said he wanted to come on the show. Needless to say, it doesn't matter. I sent him a Zoom link, and he came on, and we started discussing things about his documentary that just came out. And then, I don't know how this transpired, because it was all a blur, because I was more stoned than I've been in over 6 months. Mutahar came in. Now, again, I don't know if he was baited to come in or he wanted to come in, but needless to say, I sent him a Zoom link. And then Keemstar showed up in the chat and wanted Boogie to leave because he said I was milking this, and there was milk all over the place and udders were squeezed. It was absolutely insane. So here is everything that went down in my live stream last night with Mutahar and Boogie there, and buckle up because it was a hell of a show. Also, shout out to the Lolcow podcast, because Keemstar told me to shout it out, and if I don't shout it out, he'll cry, and then the tears will fall down his beard, and his beard is dyed, and the dye will drip on his desk, and if the dye drips on his desk, then he'll have a mess on his desk, and then he said I'll have to come up there and clean his desk. So there's your shout out that you're forcing me to do. Enjoy the chaos. I can hear you now, sir.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I can't talk too long. I'm over here on Twitch at the moment.
Okay.
I'm live streaming Super Mario Wonder. Feels good to be playing video games again for a change. On live stream, you know? Normally I just like sit around and bitch about stuff. How you doing, Rich?
I'm doing well. What's going on?
Not much
today.
Not much. Somebody asked me, said that you wanted me on here, so I thought I'd come say hi.
Yeah.
Did you watch the doc? What'd you think?
It's interesting. What was your incentive for putting something out so damning about yourself?
There's a lot of different answers to that. I think I didn't get paid anything, though I did get paid $2,000 to travel up to Cleveland to take some photos and stuff to promote the thing. But I didn't get like paid to do anything. My thought process on it was everyone has like this mystique about me. They think that I'm like this guy or that guy or whatever. I don't mind admitting what I've actually done. I don't mind admitting that I lost a shitload of money on crypto. I don't mind admitting that I spent a lot of money traveling the coast to coast and spend money on girls. I don't mind admitting that stuff about me. I'm very open about that, and I'm comfortable with it. It's the stuff that people think is bullshit about me, right? Like, oh, he's abusive to women, and he did this, and he did that. I didn't do any of that shit, you know? So I thought, let's make this thing. Let's make it a piece of art. Let's make YouTube history. And then there's a quote from Game of Thrones, right?
Let me ask you a question. 2018 definitely wasn't your peak year, and you almost made, before taxes, obviously, $500,000. You've had bigger years than that. Where the hell?
No, that was my peak. What are you? Are you insane? No, that was the most I ever made ever, and it's only because of sponsors. You realize 90% of the Francis videos either got no ads or very low quality ads. You know that, right?
Yeah, but that's a different era, dude. Like,
no, that's the entire time from the first Francis character all the way up to the very end. Those videos either got fully demonetized or they got the lowest common denominator ads. And so Francis videos getting millions of views, I made maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on each of those. In some cases, I spent more breaking an Xbox or breaking a TV than I made for the Francis sketches. Yeah, the real money was in sponsorships, and I had a bunch of sponsorships in 2018. And
but that's post-adpocalypse. Even pre-adpocalypse, you can't tell me that you were making bank, because you were getting.
Do you want to know how much money I made through AdSense from the beginning of time to now?
Sure.
About $1.2 million since 2007. About 1.2 is it's less than 1.6. I know that. It might be less than 1.5. I think it's 1.2, 1.3 million. Is what I made across 17 years.
That makes no sense. Yeah, I don't believe it.
Well, I'll send you a screenshot right now if you want to see it. I don't really care. I've always been very open about this.
I mean, you made half of that in one year?
No, ad revenue that year was probably 1,500 or 150,000. It was all sponsorships, which is why when people like did that organized letter writing campaign to get rid of all my sponsors, they killed me. They killed me. That ended me.
When you made that much money, did you not pay off your house?
Well, dead people don't live in houses, right? And so why pay off a house if you don't plan to live? Right? If you're going to blow your brains out, if you're going to swallow a bunch of pills, why would you pay off your house? Blow the money and then blow your brains out.
But you seem to keep going to that for all of your bad financial decisions.
Well, that's because of all my bad financial decisions. That's why I made them. I wouldn't have made them otherwise. Why else would I have made them? What would be the reasoning behind it? If you're going to live, you should keep your money for retirement. If you don't plan to live, you should spend it. That seems pretty obvious.
But you are in your situation, and it is people. Here's the thing that my main issue is that you put out this documentary that is exposing everything about you, but you seem annoyed when people have opinions about a documentary where you want them to have opinions.
What have I been annoyed? What have I been annoyed by?
On Twitter, I've seen you not be very happy.
No, not at all. People are entitled. Yeah, 1.3 million. I can send you a screenshot right now if you want to see it. But that said, 1.3 million is a tremendous amount of money. I should still have money left. If I hadn't made stupid money decisions, I would have still had it. But no, I'm not annoyed with anybody who's mad about the documentary. You should be.
Holy shit! We even have Keemstar here. What the fuck is going on? I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. We got Keemstar here. We got Bill Gates here.
Is Bill Gates here? I like Bill Gates. Give me money. Anyway, by the way, I'm not even supposed to talk about this stuff here. You gotta go to the Lolcow podcast. You want to hear shit like this? We just recorded our first episode. Go follow it here on YouTube. Go follow it on Twitter. It's fucking insane. I go off for 20 minutes about my situation with Mutahar. Mutahar just made a video about me today. Go follow the Lolcow podcast. You'll be really glad you did.
But video. What the f***? But Boogie, do you realize, man, even with the corner that you backed yourself in, you could live stream and be okay, dude.
I'm literally doing it right now. There you go. I'm literally doing it right now.
But I have to ask you a tough question. Sure. Can you psychologically handle the live streaming?
I don't know. Time will tell. I'm in probably the best mental health state that I've been in a really long time, which is to say not great still. But it's the best I've really been in. And I'm at peace with everything. I'm at peace with the polycythemia. I'm at peace with the girlfriend. I'm at peace with my body. I'm at peace with my mind. I'm at peace with my financial situation. And it's a good place to be, I think.
Then if you could handle it, then you'll be okay. Because that's where, you could do all right. But
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm doing all right on YouTube, I'll tell you, since these view numbers are up. But I don't think they'll stay up. But I started talking about some video games and stuff. And people seem to really like me doing commentary again. And I'm enjoying doing commentary again. Go follow me on YouTube if you haven't seen my commentary videos in a while. I think you'll like what I'm doing over there.
Do it.
Yeah, go follow me on Twitch. You might like what I'm doing there.
Go consistently do it. And you know what, man? Be more positive again. Don't be a misery merchant.
I mean, that's. Do you hear me being a misery merchant tonight? I'm happy as a pig and shit. I'm glad to talk to you, Rich. I haven't talked to you in years.
You sound. There's a different tone to your voice though, and I'm trying to. And Keemstar, you could tongue twist my asshole. I'm not milking him. You could come milk my fucking nipples. Jesus Christ! Stop milking. Listen, milk my butt cheeks.
Everybody, go right now to the Lolcow podcast, Lolcow Live on YouTube, Lolcow Live on Twitch, Lolcow Live on Instagram. Here's what you're going to get if you follow that, okay? You're going to see me and Jordy and Tommy C arguing every week. I mean, I basically screamed at Tommy C, and he screamed at me in this last episode, okay? And then on top of that, you're going to get to see Keemstar, who is pretty good at roasting people, Mutahar, who abjectly despises me. I'm telling you, if I was on Mutahar's front porch on fire right now, he wouldn't piss on me to put me out. That's how much he dislikes me. And you're going to get to see Nicholas Diorio, as well as other guests, come onto that show and roast the living out of us to our face. It's a good time. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually excited about the show because I get to I get to let go, man. I get to just scream at Tommy C. I get to scream at Jordy. I get to have a good time. That's one of the cool things about this documentary, Rich. is, it's like they said in Game of Thrones, right? Wear what you are on your sleeve, and they, you know, wear it as armor, and they can never use it against you. I am a guy who wasted his money. I'm a guy who did a bunch of stupid shit, and it's in the past, and I'm just trying not to do it anymore.
You could keep on bringing up, look, and I'm not trying to downplay being suicidal, but I was saying earlier in the stream, you could have at least paid off the damn house and then in that home.
But dead people don't live in houses, Rich, and I didn't have enough to pay off the house.
But you're still, which I'm glad, but you're still here.
Yeah, well, I mean, mistakes happen. I've made worse mistakes than wasting this money. Look what I did to my body. That's infinitely worse than wasting $500,000. You know?
Keemstar, I swear to God, I am going to put on one of those where the women have the nipples, and I'm going to put milk in them, and then I'm going to breastfeed you. I'm not milking. I heard Boogie wanted a link, and I gave Boogie a link.
Oh, I didn't ask for the link. Somebody said you wanted me to come in here, so I thought I would.
Oh, we both had. Oh, we both got mine then.
Did you have Mike Clum on? You really should. He's a really fun guy to talk to.
I did have Mike Clum on.
Yeah,
yes.
I was about to say, you do your show. He likes you. He's a good fan.
Yeah. So he came on. So listen, man. Just my final statement to you is just be entertaining.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. We've had really entertaining streams in the past, haven't we? Let's do it again.
Yes, we have. Let's do one again.
You still sound like you're in shell shock, which I understand. I respect that. Watching this thing has been emotional for me. It's been emotional for everybody. It's emotional for Mike, who made the thing. So I get it. I respect it. I understand. But when you're feeling less emotional about it, and you want to just hang out and have some fun, let's do that.
And yes, let's do it.
And now everybody leave Rich's stream and go follow me on Twitch right now and watch me play Mario. I need the money way worse than Rich does.
I'm too stoned to think of anything witty.
Oh shit! Are you stoned right now?
Oh, I'm high as hell.
What are you on?
This is. I'm just medical marijuana. I have
Isn't that
the
shit amazing,
spray.
Dude?
And the spray you got to be careful with because it could you'll be completely sober and then 10 seconds later it drop kicks you in the balls, and that's where I'm at right now.
I'm all about the edibles, man. My girlfriend has really severe social anxiety. She does really well with it, though, these days. And the way that she does so well with it is medical marijuana. And so she's pretty consistently, if we have to go somewhere, if we have to do something, we have to film, she gets high first. And, boy, it's a wonder drug. It's a wonder drug. The difference between her on her medical marijuana and her not, it's night and day. It's night and day. It's beautiful. It's a wonder drug.
Yes, audience, I would let Muta on. If Boogie would stay on, I can't keep it.
Yeah, I mean, if Muta wants to, is Muta around? Hi, Muta.
Yeah, believe me, I just want to let it be known if he wants to come on, I am not stonewalling that.
Yeah, if Muta's around, he's welcome to do whatever he wants to do, man.
Oh.
I mean, at the end of the day, I said this on the Lolcow podcast. You'll have to wait to hear it there, but I said all my grievances with Muta. I have no grievances, and apparently Muta said his grievances on a YouTube video tonight, and I guess hopefully we're in a good place after that. But I mean, as good as a place can be when a guy openly hates you, That guy openly fucking hates me, which honestly, I don't entirely blame him, But you want to hear my point of view of it, you got to listen to the Lolcow podcast.
What? You say that, though, it sounds like you're disingenuous when you say that, to be honest with you.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, you're angry that he had this video out about you. I could hear it.
No, not at all. I knew it was coming. He even gave me a warning that it was coming. I pretty obvious last couple of conversations I had that this was coming.
0 contributions.
And we obviously put a documentary out there for people to react to. Me and Mike have said, if you want to react to it, watch the entire thing. Watch it on your live streams, watch it on your YouTube videos, watch whatever you want to do. That's why it's out there.
Not ever. He is what happens when Alex Jones becomes a conspiracy theorist, and he's on hellish shrooms.
I admitted to some really stupid shit.
Stories for days.
We have, Mutahar is here. He said, Muta, can I send you a link? I am failing worse than Leafy did right now when he was trying to be a moderator because I'm stoned as hell. And all right, I'll get you the invite. I am not equipped right now to handle this. I am just being honest. This is a shit show. I'm here for it. But I feel like when
I'm trying to play Mario at the same time, so it's a little complicated. By the way, hold on, let me do a little shout outs on my stream.
I may need to fucking call Jay. Listen, holy.
What's up, Lando Commandy? Lando Commandy?
As I'm getting shirtless to be the professional that I am. So you did not give a heads up, or Muta didn't give you a heads up, Boogie, because you blocked him, apparently.
Yeah, well, no, what I'm saying is,
how could you say that I gave you a heads up? That doesn't make any sense.
Because you've been mad at me for like a week. I knew it had to be coming.
I'm not mad at you.
Well, you're just like disgusted with my behavior.
To be mad at you would mean that you would have to like matter to me personally.
Well, that's true. Okay.
I don't get mad at you. I can't.
Right.
I don't have the time. It's just like I think you're a compulsive liar. Is sort of the.
I respect that. I understand that. I've definitely been an unreliable witness.
How can you say you're like you respect that? Like this is the thing that I don't get. Like you respect that somebody believes you're a compulsive liar.
That's a very respectful. That's very respectful.
That's not respectful.
To have.
That's not respectful. Like you should be learning to better yourself instead of
just
saying, "Oh, that's respectful." What are you doing?
What I'm saying is, I have lied in the past. I'm doing my best to not lie.
But you literally okay, so you've lied in the past. What have you done very recently? Because like in the last few months, you've literally like blatantly lied. Like that whole boxing fight thing. It's funny because catching you in a lie is the easiest thing.
What did I lie about the boxing fight thing?
You said that you had $1,500 in boxing, like to pay for boxing.
Oh no, Mike
lessons.
Mike Clum said on my live stream he fudged those numbers. He didn't get those numbers from me. He'll openly tell you.
And so hold on. You watched this documentary before it came out in its entirety and we're okay with that then?
I didn't pay attention to the numbers like most of the text. Like, for example, he said that I was on a drug that I'm not on. Apparently, one of the drugs he wrote the name of, I'm on like a muscle relaxer called bupropion or something like that. Mm-hmm. He wrote like bupropion, which is a drug people take to recover from opiate addiction. Oh, thank you, baby.
So now you're implying that the documenter that you worked with is a liar? So that brings up his entire like integrity and the future of his channel.
No, I'm just saying that he made a couple mistakes when it came to the numbers, and he made a couple mistakes when it came to the text.
Before that documentary came out, why didn't you call him up and say, "Hey, can you fix that mistake? It's pretty fucked up."
Because I didn't. Because
it is pretty fucked up.
I didn't really read any of the text. It's not something I was paying a lot of attention to. We watched it together on.
And the funniest thing is, it's not even the text, by the way, too. You said it in the documentary. You talked about the boxing training, didn't you?
Oh no, I know. I did spend more money than I got paid. It's just not that particular way. I could break it down for if you want to know.
Okay, but in that clip, Rich, can you put that clip on again where he's discussing his like boxing match, like his the $10,000 and like all the expenses he got? We're all here, so we might as well just watch it together.
Yeah.
Where do you know the point it's in your video? Also, Boogie, do you still have 30-something thousand in crypto right now?
No, I did at the beginning of the year. I've got crypto's up right now, so I'm up to about 9. But about last week I had about 6.7. I got about.
I don't understand why you don't cash that out.
Because you only take the loss when you sell it, and like I guess the $6,000 could disappear tomorrow, but that's not really gonna make or break me. But if it goes up, I could definitely use the money. You know, if it goes down 1,000, it's probably not going to make a huge difference.
But do you understand
if it goes up 1,000,
wild that is? Like, you're complaining about money, and how much is it worth right now, in asset-wise, like according to your app?
About $9,000 or so.
So $9,000, right?
I cash it out as I need it.
How much is your mortgage?
I cash it out as I need it. So at the beginning of December, I'll pull out $2,000 and pay my mortgage. It's like a savings account. I just treat it like a savings account. Except this savings account makes me money sometimes.
It's not a savings account because it's literally the most negatively volatile asset you have.
I don't know. It's held really steady for the last 2 years.
Because it lost 99% of its fucking value.
Right,
so how low can it go?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
What do you mean?
That's why I leave it in there. How low can it go? That's exactly my point.
Why wouldn't you put that in?
Take that money out and maybe put it into like index funds or like move that shit around?
Well, no, I'm going to need it in the next 60 days, roughly.
So here's what I don't understand. You have $750,000 and you just decide to put all of it into crypto when that money could have went into
No, I did not have $750,000. I had $250,000.
That's what literally the documentary that you were on.
I understand. That's the most I had was $700,000. When I initially invested in crypto, I had $250,000.
So why did you let him write you lost $600,000 in crypto?
Because that's about how much I lost. My max amount was about $700,000. And so if I sold that day, I would have had $700,000.
The math doesn't make sense.
The math should make sense. Well, let me walk you through it, okay? Now, let's imagine you have $250,000, okay, which is what I had. Now, you invest it, okay? Now, it goes up to $800,000, okay? Now, if you sold it, then how much money would we have? $800,000, right? But I didn't. I sold it when it was considerably less than that.
So you're telling me you put $250,000 in, you made like $750,000. That was your peak, right? Like the asset that was valued.
Yep.
So why the wouldn't you cash it out then? Or you just like greedy? Was it literally like a gamble? Like it literally sounds like you were playing fucking roulette.
I went to, I mean, it was kind of like gambling, honestly, Moody. But I went to bed one night. I was invested in a small shit coin called, it was either Uni or, I don't know, Michael Green could tell you the other one. But one of them was Uni, one of them was, I don't know. But I went to bed and it lost 60% value overnight. I woke up the next morning and I sold what I had. But that didn't really matter because I'd lost. I went from about 700,000 back down to about 200,000.
I mean, this is just, I don't even like really, like, first off, the math is incredibly weird. I feel like
what's weird about that?
We'd probably like
250,000 doubles, and then and adds another 60%. It goes from 250,000 to 700,000. And then I went to bed, and the asset lost 80%, 90%. You know what a market crash is, I'm sure. And so the market crashed, and you know how your stocks are worth a certain amount at one point, and they're worth different at another. So I woke up the next day.
Yeah, I know how the stock market works. You're in the crypto market. This is a completely degenerate operation, but yes.
Well, I understand. You know, I
so after you got so hold on. You put in 250,000. You got up to 750. How much did it drop to?
About 200,000, 250,000 over.
And you didn't decide maybe I should cash out then? No, you let it go all the way down to 30 after that.
Well, I did. I did cash out then.
So
but
you cashed out $200,000?
Yeah. What do you think I've lived off of since 2000 or 2020? I've had to live off something.
So what was Mike showing in his documentary where you had 30,000 in assets still remaining in a crypto account?
Well, I put it back into Ethereum, which is a really safe investment. Ethereum and Bitcoin are really safe investments once they're at the bottom of the market.
Jesus Christ. Bitcoin and Ethereum are safe investments. So now you had $200,000. You couldn't put any of that money into like the index, the S&P 500, you know, literally buy the average of a tech stock and like let that raise year after year. I mean, this isn't financial advice, by the way, but most financial advice is
I could have, and that obviously would have been the smart thing to do.
Or maybe you could have put it into the house because that's clearly a very safe, appreciating asset.
Yeah, one of the things I really regret. I mean, at this point, and I'm very lucky, and I've been open about this. This house says it's worth probably, and people pointed this out after the doc. I wasn't aware of this, but this house's value is closer to like $450,000. I paid $250. I owe about $150 on it. So theoretically, after closing costs, I could.
The math that you just told me makes it sound like you put in a value of money into cryptocurrency. It raised, and then you lost, but you cashed out roughly around the same value you put in. So it doesn't really sound like you lost $600,000 in crypto, then, right? It just sounds like you're gambling.
Again.
What's the valuation of your house right now, Boogie?
Well, like I just said, I've got about $150,000 left on the debt, and it looks like that I could sell it. Zillow tells me I could sell it for $450,000. So it looks like.
Forget Zillow for a second. Have you talked to a realtor or something too? This is the thing about like my video. This is the thing about the video. Why don't you like? Again, maybe there's like a sentimental thing to this house, but like if you can't afford the home, why don't you downsize to like an apartment or like a smaller property? Well,
unfortunately, if I want to stay near my doctors and I want to stay near my medical centers, I need to stay in Northwest Arkansas. And
Northwest Arkansas doesn't have any like apartments for you to go
do.
get?
You can get apartments here for as cheap as $900 to $1,000, but then I would have to kick out one of my roommates who's very close and dear to me. We've lived together for 25 years. He's my best friend. He's like a brother to me. I don't want to lose him, so then we're going to have to pay more for a second bedroom.
Why don't you and him split the rent with each other?
I don't talk about that. He's got his personal life and he's other than just he's got his personal issues. And
I mean, but it sounds like you feel like you want to support this person, and it's great and all, but you can't afford to keep yourself afloat, and you can't. So how can you add on a dependent is the thing, right? That's a big problem.
I mean, at the end of the day, he does bring in. Again, his life is personal. Let's leave his life personal. It's very important to me. It's very important to him that his life is personal. But
it's part of you. But it's part of your equation that you're discussing right now.
He's currently a null-sum game. I don't spend any money on him, and so you don't need to worry about it. If I had to move into a smaller apartment, though, I might have to and have to work something out. But if we can keep this house to $2,100 instead of paying $1,100 somewhere around here, I think it's nice to build equity rather than just give it all to a landlord. And also, renting in Arkansas sucks. You guys may not be aware of this, but
renting anywhere sucks.
Yeah, but especially in Arkansas. In fact, you can Google this. It is the worst state in the nation.
But just think about it like this, okay? How much is your current like home mortgage? $2,200? $2,100? Mm-hmm. Okay, so $2,100 versus like $900. That is slashing your like that is slashing your housing costs by at least 50%.
And if and when the time comes, that's obviously something I'll do. But I'd rather
but here's the thing:
live stream more. I'd rather try to make more YouTube videos.
If you don't do it now, more money. Then you don't really have an option. You don't have that leeway in the future. That's the thing, right? Like this is like somebody who has $200,000 in the bank and no income, and they want to be adamant in living in their mansion in Los Angeles. Yeah, you can do that for like 4 or 5 months, but when that time comes to downsize, you know, your options to downsize are incredibly difficult because you have no liquid assets to deal with.
So you may not know a lot about this, but the audience may not know about it. But I've learned about it a lot. I've had this loan for a long time, and so when you have a loan, you're building equity, and it's a 15-year loan. So a huge chunk of what I'm putting into the mortgage is mine to keep. And so once you sit down and do the math, it's way less of a savings than you're thinking. So if I can keep this house and keep building equity, it's my money to keep.
Okay, but how much is your house's value raising year after year, though? You live in Arkansas; it's not Los Angeles.
It went from 275 when I bought it in 2015 to 450 now. Northwest Arkansas is popping off. We have the home of Walmart, we have the home of Tyson, we have the home of J.B. Hunt, 3 of the largest companies of the world. There's 2,000 small businesses that want to do business with Walmart that have to keep an office open in Northwest Arkansas. Tyson just moved 6, I think, I don't remember the number. I'm not going to quote it because I don't want to be wrong, but it's like several hundreds of jobs to Northwest Arkansas, which caused a huge spike. And a huge chunk of my money goes directly into equity because this loan is so matured at this point. So at the end of the day, I would rather keep the home as best I could, take care of the people that I can take care of, keep building equity. And I honestly think it puts me in a tightrope situation where it makes me stream more. It makes me make more YouTube videos. It makes me try harder.
See, I don't really see that. You've been on a tightrope situation for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Well, it's never been this tight. This is as tight as it gets, you know?
And see, this is the thing. Like, yeah, sure, it's cool. But, like, how can you ever expect anybody to feel bad for that? It sounds like you just gambled away your money and that's what it is, you know?
Right. If you look at this documentary we made, does that look like a documentary that was designed to make somebody feel bad for me? Of course not.
It honestly, it felt like that was the intention, but because you're somebody that I believe it looks like that from its intention. I mean, do you not understand how bad this documentary makes you look? When you were out doing
that's my point. That's exactly my point. Yeah. Because shooting welcome sub club, whatever, get a brand new sub, you're not going to go like this.
When you were out trying to get a job, when you were out trying to find this job or whatever. Right. Like, what happened with that? Like, why did you absolutely throw away that opportunity? Like,
so we went in.
You took a dump all over that.
We went into the job interview. That is not a job interview; it's a staffing agency.
Exactly. You're doing a mock interview.
Hold on.
Cool. Exactly.
So it is a staffing agency, and we talked a little bit beforehand.
You got to be staffable, though.
Right. We talked a little bit beforehand and made it abundantly clear that there was not anything this company was going to be able to do for us.
See, I can talk.
So, I decided to have fun with it. And I just went into my Andy Kaufman mode, tried to have fun with it. And that's what we put into the doc. And the extended scene, I hope, shows that very clearly. But walking into that staffing agency, in the first 5 minutes, we knew there's nothing this company could do for me. So why not have fun with it? I also did the same thing.
Is that like the attitude you have when you walk into anything that could change your life? It's like, this couldn't happen. There's nothing could do it.
Well, no, once they tell me that it can't, then sure, yeah. Once they tell me that,
in that video, like, she pretty much said, hey, if you have the mentality of I can't, then you won't. And she was right.
Right, but that's after she told me. It was after we were abundantly clear there's nothing this company would be able to do for me.
So you walk into an interview and you tell them, okay, listen, this is all the negative things about me. By the way, if you look up me on the internet, you might hear me beat my wife or I'm all this shit. Right, it's like, like, that's going to, like, that right.
I would never have done that. I would have never done that if there was a chance that I could get a job there, obviously.
Okay, what about the time when Meta PCs offered you a job? Why didn't you take that?
Because that was a bit. How does people not realize that was just a bit? He never offered a job. I'm one of their affiliates, man. We were trying to sell PCs. You guys have to know that, right? Like ask Zach. Ask Zach. That was never an offer. Zach will confirm that.
I don't even know what the bit was, so I can't.
Yeah, it's like these are like some insanely like bits that just fly over everyone's head for some reason. It's kind of cute. Like what the.
I haven't seen it. It could very well be a bit. I'm just saying I haven't seen it.
Which is why I respect the opinion that people think I'm a compulsive liar, because sometimes this stuff is. But yes, Zach wasn't actually offering me a job. We were trying to sell some PCs. I wasn't actually getting offered a job that day. If I did, I would have taken it very seriously. But we knew there was no job to be had here, so I decided to Andy Kaufman it a little bit. Why not?
This is what I wanted to bring up. Classy Tech actually brought up a very good point. You realize the housing bubble could burst, right? What happens if it bursts? Then your housing price is worth less than you actually.
Right, but like I said, if I sell tomorrow, I clear $225,000 after repairs, closing costs, new carpets, new paint, all this stuff. And I do need that money. I'd love to have it. Where do I go?
You downsize into like an apartment or something, man. Like something small.
Or
like
a small condo.
Yeah, like a condominium, exactly. Like
that
a 2-bedroom condominium. That's not going to be too much.
But if you look in Northwest Arkansas, there's not a lot of options. In a price range that makes a lot of sense. We sat down. I know you guys.
It just sounds like you. Hold on.
I know you guys don't believe I have friends, but I sat down with my CPA.
Who said that?
A lot of people. Like people. Every time I mention I have a friend who has a job, they're like, "You don't have a friend."
Who says that? I don't say that.
Well, like I had a friend in PR, and they're like, "You don't have a friend in PR." I have a friend who works for the feds. You don't have a friend that has a Fed. So when I tell you, I know
we're not those people. So I believe you have a friend.
Well, I do have a CPA friend who's been helping with some tax shit, and we sat down one day, and we've discussed a bunch of different things. The most promising thing, and this is something I don't want to do, and I talked about this when Tom was here. He wants me to get on a disability trust because I am disabled. I've been disabled since 2007. And I can draw benefits. The problem is we would have to take all my existing assets, put it into a trust, and then I could get back on Medicare and I'd have health insurance again. So that's something we're considering doing. But on top of that, we've sat down and we've crunched the numbers, and we've not found a lot of things that make a lot of sense other than just get back to
I also crunched the numbers too, because I like to research these situations and get down to the bottom of it. With Tom, actually, you said that your best earning month on YouTube was 30 grand. With sponsors? Yeah. So explain to me real quickly. So in 2000, and I think it was 18 or 19, whatever, when you made $5,498,000 US dollars specifically, even if you multiply 30 by 12, which is like some real utopian ass accounting, that's still not even coming close to clearing 498,000. So like, what is up with these weird discrepancies in like income? Like that's at least $110,000 discrepancies.
I don't know, man. Like if you need to see my taxes, I've got them all on my hard drive. You can see them. I don't know. I mean, a lot of times when I quote numbers, admittedly, a lot of times when I quote numbers, I'm not expecting that level of scrutiny. But you're welcome to see them if you need to, Muta.
But it's a documentary.
Dude, yeah, it's like this is a documentary that you.
Well, wait. So I thought you were talking about a conversation with Tom.
Yeah, with Tom.
Did somewhere in the documentary say I made $30,000?
Yes, with Turkey Tom. A couple months ago, 5 months ago, you said that your best earning month was $30,000 with sponsors. Yeah. In the actual documentary,
it might have been closer to 32. It might have been closer to 35. I don't know.
32 and 35 isn't going to fucking dramatically give you 110,000 extra shortfall. So what the numbers are so odd. Nothing in your math actually adds up. Like $500,000 in 1 year, and then there's tweets of you saying I paid $114,000 in like taxes or something too. So it's like,
well, if you want to see these numbers, it will bring you peace of mind. I'll just send you everything, Mood. I don't really give a shit.
I'm not your accountant. Like I'm not the IRS.
Like if it's that important to you, if it's that important, I'll show you the numbers.
I think the truth is important, right? Like I think being factual. I think when you have a fan base, because
one of my might have been 35. It might have been 35.
Issues with you I don't know. Is this guilt? Is this guilt tripping you do to your fan base? Especially when it comes to money.
Right now,
especially when it comes to money, it's like I'm about to lose my house.
I made that mistake last year, and I haven't mentioned it since.
Let me explain. When it comes to money, you're always telling your fans, "I wish I could do better. I wish like I wasn't on my dire straits." And now when we're looking at your revenues and you're talking about your earnings, there's such a discrepancy there. So am I supposed to believe that?
I can fix these discrepancies for you. I'll set you down, and you can see them.
am I supposed to believe that you're at your financial wits, or maybe you have more money than you let on? Because nobody has any idea. You're not giving factual numbers.
I literally posted.
And then you get a little bit angry. You get a little snippy with me when you tell me shit about this. And I'm telling you right now, these discrepancies are not something I like to see.
I literally posted my bank account info and my crypto info in the Lolcow chat. You can see how much money I have.
I'm not in the Lolcow chat.
You were when I posted it last week.
You think I looked through every single thing on there? Like, I'm not even a paid member of the Lolcow podcast.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you're still in it, you can go look right now.
I'm not in
Unless you think I have like a stack of cash laying around, that's everything.
I'm not in that right now, nor do I see your tax information, nor do I need to see it. I just need to explain. I need you to tell me, for a man who's watched this documentary before its release and you stood by it, how could you stand by such glaring discrepancies?
They weren't that important to me, and I forget how important.
So you're telling me the exact amount of money you make when that's such a big part of your like complaining
of
like
this whole thing? Yeah.
Well, I know how much money I made. I don't care what you guys know or think. That's not that important to me. I don't.
So you're willing to give us false information when we try correcting you on it? You get
documentary.
Well, again, like I said, you got to take that up with Mike. Unfortunately, he ballparked the numbers.
Wait, you gave the information.
You were the one who.
No, I didn't give him. No, I did not give him that information. I did not.
What do you mean? He had access. You were the one talking about this with him. You were in your tub showing him your bank account.
Hold on.
You were there.
Hold on a second. Okay. Let me call Mike. Let's get him in.
I guess Mike is like the biggest liar then, right?
No, he's
like,
not.
Holy shit.
Again,
well, apparently
he's not
Mike
used to the level of insane scrutiny that you guys feel you need to have.
I guess Mike must like absolutely. What the.
If anyone else made a documentary like this that had big financial discrepancies, they'd be.
Yeah, you'd be f***ing mad. You'd be yelling at us. You'd be like,
"No, I wouldn't." I'm so used to you being wrong about me. I'm numb to it at this point.
How am I wrong about you? I called about these discrepancies. That's what I'm
talking about
you.
in the past, man. And
how have I been wrong in the past? Please explain exactly how I've been wrong in the past.
My 18-year-old girlfriend's like start when she's not 18.
I never made a public statement.
You tweeted that. Never. Last week, you tweeted that last week.
When did I tweet? What
you
did I
said
tweet
you're
exactly?
telling people she's 18. I never fucking
no, because
I never did.
Was the one that talked about it in that leak.
No, but you tweeted it. It's on your feed right now. You tweeted
what
out.
Do you mean?
When you tell people your girlfriend is 18. When you tell people, I never did. I never did.
That's what he told us.
I never did. But I didn't.
That's what he told us.
But you are factually incorrect because I never did.
Did I speak about that publicly until you made
yes,
any mention
it's on your Twitter feed.
Yeah, I quote tweeted you. Because you were bringing it up publicly. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. That was something. That was a completely separate tweet.
You were the one that brought it up.
The point that I'm making is you are still.
So you're lying right now.
The point that I'm making is you're still wrong.
I never.
You're still. I have her ID in my wallet. I know how old she is.
You literally just
she's
lied
not. She's
so
20
hard.
years old,
and now you're so mad that you got caught in this lie.
It's not a lie. It's on your Twitter feed right now.
Yeah,
go check your Twitter feed right now.
I'm looking
go
at
check your Twitter feed right now. It's on there right now. It's on there right now. It's there right now. Go look at your Twitter feed. It's on there right now. I ain't lying to nobody. It's on there right now. Go look at it. It's not there. I'm not lying about anything. It's on there. You said it.
I'm looking at it. I quote tweeted
you said it. You said that I said that, and I never did. I never did. I never did. I never did.
Yeah, you did.
I never did.
I got a question.
I never did. I never did. I never did, but you said I did. That's you being wrong about me. That's you being wrong about me. That's you being wrong about me.
I literally just.
That's you being wrong about me. Oh, how's it feel, Muta? How's it feel, Muta? How's it feel, Muta, to be caught in the lie? Woo! How's it feel, Muta?
Wait for you to calm down, I guess. Jesus Christ. And then I can deconstruct exactly how you're wrong.
How am I wrong? Did you tweet that I said that she was 18?
Yes, I did. I
never did.
No,
I never did. I never did. I never did, though. I've never said it.
50-year-old man.
I've never said it.
I've
never said it.
50-year-old man, dude. Jesus Christ.
I've never said it. I never will say it because she's not. She never was 18 when I knew her.
Yeah,
so
why would I ever say the fact that you were talking about me in some group chat.
How long were you talking to her?
God damn, dude.
For?
We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary today. We officially started talking November 10th last year.
November 10th of what year?
Last year. One year.
Okay.
Yeah. which would have made her 19 at the time. We started dating when she was 20, when she turned 20 in March. And we've met for the first time in June.
And she legal is legal, and that's all that matters to me. But you don't think?
No, I mean it matters to me. I wouldn't want to date an 18-year-old. You know,
why? Don't you think that's like kind of dumping your trauma on her?
I mean, he doesn't care. He was sitting there telling her every single health issue that he had, and she started to cry in front of him. What do you think she's going to go through?
So this is my belief. I believe, and you might disagree, but I believe that if someone is going to be in your life, they need to be informed.
And
so I wanted to make sure that she
basically remind them that you're basically at death's door. That's really good.
I wanted to set her down and make sure she fully understood what she was walking into.
What do you think her reaction was going to be? What do you think? A normal person is going to get up and run away, or do you think they're going to get, forcibly attached to you because shit, I'm a real bad person if I run away when this person's dying?
She's got a great place to go. I don't know if you're aware of this, but do you know that one of the biggest causes of divorce is people getting sick? Did you know that? Did you know that people who have cancer, their significant others leave them very frequently? Did you know that?
Yeah,
so yes,
we know this.
One of the most common responses to someone being as sick as I am would be to leave. She chose to stay, and I think that's awesome.
But she's psychologically damaged, though.
Yeah.
She's
got daddy issues. Shit. She even sat there and was like, "If you cheat on her, she'll still let it go because you're a YouTuber."
Yeah, we had a really good moment. We had a really good moment on the live stream the other night, and she came in there. I'm like, "Baby, if I ever cheat on you, you got to promise me you'll cut my dick off." And she's like, "Of course." She's got social anxiety. She's like me. She says silly shit sometimes when the pressure's on. It's really hard.
But I didn't even realize that for her to say that she would still be with you if you cheated. Like
she immediately regretted saying it. Like we talked about it that night. And
but Freudian slips are Freudian slips.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem healthy.
Yeah, I get that. At the end of the day, she's got loving parents that'll take care of her. And when she's ready to go, she can go. And I'll be glad to help her.
When she's ready to go, she can go. What are you waiting for her to leave?
No, I'm saying if that's something she decides she wants to do, she's welcome to do it.
You don't think you're necessarily being selfish, taking away these years from her life?
I think that she is an adult. I think that she has agency. I think that she knows that she has multiple places that she could be. She knows that she's got plenty of people that would pursue her. She's got a loving family that would take care of her, that miss her very much. We're going to go have Thanksgiving with in a couple of weeks. And she knows that she has options. If she chooses to be here, then she has every choice to be here. And I'm going to make it an awesome time the whole time she's here. We have a good time. We watch her shows. We play our games. We take what little time together we can. And she's happy and I'm happy. And if she's ever not happy, I fully expect her to tell me so we can solve the problem. Simple.
Hey, Rich, I'm gonna send you something in the chat. You think you can put it on the stream?
I can't see that. Show me. Can you read it to me or whatever?
This is the actual tweet that Boogie is saying that I mentioned about him 18. I want you to tell me who I'm quote tweeting in this. Who started this content? Who started this first? Please.
Were you sending it Zoom or
I sent it to you in the Zoom meeting chat.
Yeah, read the tweet to us, please.
Yes, read the tweet exactly. And I sent you an image as well too that shows you the deleted tweet from the individual I quote tweeted. Just tell me who that individual is.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't start the conversation.
No. Shut the. You started. You were literally hiding that. You were screaming like a baby.
I'll keep screaming at the baby. You said that I said that she was 18.
Right, so there's that. I can't.
How do I see it? Can I? Is there a way to see it?
Hold on. I'm gonna get that too.
Sorry to do this to you when you're high, man.
It's okay. I was just gonna play with the tape deck like a nice little middle-aged man tonight, and here I am.
Yeah, who am I responding to there, Rich? Who started this?
What did you say though? Isn't that important too?
It's all right there.
Y'all expected me to go wild about these Keemstar Moodle leaks where they shit talk me. I wouldn't have expected anything else from that type of group or chat. Mutahar quote tweets, but I didn't privately shit talk you. I'm very open about my dislike of you. I think you are one very manipulative person who loves to take advantage of your fans. Creators asked you about your weird relationship when you publicized it, which you very much did, Boogie. We all thought it was creepy.
Now, again, before Boogie talks over, when he's talking about group chat is a private chat that creators have between each other. This is not a public statement of fact. Under it, I said, when you tell people a girl you met just turned 18, because Keemstar was the one that told us about this in a group chat, and we were kind of a little bit grossed out. But I didn't make a public matter-of-fact statement because that's just Keemstar's word. I'm not going to publicly defame somebody when there's no hard proof. So before you go, I never did, there you go. That's your lie that you got caught up in. So
wait a second.
Talk your way through it.
Read the tweet again.
Your tweet.
I'm so sorry. I'm done with some shit. read your tweet again, if you don't mind.
Y'all expect me to go wild about these Keemstar?
No. His tweet, the one where he says that I was telling people that she was 18. Can you tell me that part again?
When you tell people a girl you meet just turned 18, it creeps us all out. You're a gross.
See, I never said that though. So there.
Keemstar said that. Keemstar told us that.
Yeah, but I didn't, and that's what's important. You said that I said
okay.
It.
So then, why are you getting mad at me? Get mad at me.
You said that I said it.
When did I say
I said it. You just
yeah, because Keem said that you said it to him.
But I never did.
What am I going to do?
Well, anyway. So
Keemstar. There you go.
Lolcow chat.
Why do you work with a guy that just slandered you? What the? You're such a bitch.
I'm a forgiving guy, man. Why? Keemstar's going to make me money. I'm just here to make money.
Background, and you're okay with
Keemstar just wants to make me money. I'm here to make me money. You're the one who tweeted it.
Mad, bro.
Didn't you point out that it was a private chat? Didn't you point out it was a private?
You're the one that mentioned it. You brought that private chat up into the limelight. You mentioned "Be My Name" in that post. That's why I quote tweeted you. I wasn't going to mention a private chat.
Keemstar's asking me to save it for the Lolcow podcast. I'm going to save it for the Lolcow podcast. But have a good one. You did say that publicly. I said that she was 18.
I didn't say shit publicly.
Keemstar.
You did.
I didn't.
You did say that. You did right
I
there.
didn't
in
make a
that
public
tweet.
matter statement.
The tweet that he just.
Then you need to go back to a fucking school and relearn how to read properly. Because
Rich,
my God,
read that to me one more time, could you?
Yeah, please. Read it
the
again,
part where he
please.
says that she's 18. Could you do that again?
Did I say that? I said people said that she was 18 in the group chat that you were referencing.
Read it again for me real quick.
When you tell people a girl you met just turned 18,
See, I never did though.
When you tell people a girl you just met,
but I never did though.
That person is
I never did though.
Keemstar said it to us.
Have a good night.
Okay, so you're saying, all right, cool. Then he just leaves, I guess.
Did he really just leave? Oh, he really did.
He left because he gets rolled. That's what happens. He gets fucking bodied. Like, you want to call me out? Cool. You can call me out for a million motherfucking reasons. But to say that I just said in that statement that I called his girlfriend 18 when I said other people said it in that group chat that he was referring to, by the way, he deletes tweets like a bitch. I had to go find that off of like one of the hate forums, and I had to show that right here just to clarify it. This is what he gets caught in a lie right here, and he goes home and cries. And he's probably crying when he's playing Super Mario Wonder. His whole body was a act of wonder right now. Jesus Christ.
And yeah, dude, he's made way more money than I don't understand how he was pre-adpocalypse getting huge numbers for years. So he's made more money than he's letting people know about. I don't care what he says or what papers he shows me. There's no way that he did not have more zeros in his bank account. Unless there's something I'm missing.
I do trust. If we can't apparently trust the documentarian or the person being like documented, I guess every statement that we read are just bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. Again, honestly, like, it's just insane. This is like, and here's the thing, okay? When anybody's like, I get mad, it's just like lying pisses me off. It really does. It really just angers me to the point that like, and you know what pisses me off more is when you bring my credibility in action. I've in the past when it comes to credibility, even when it with like Ethan Klein and everything. Since then, learning is the most important thing, especially when it comes to facts like this. I try to like triple check everything. So like when you like question me a million times, at least put some effort. Don't scream like a baby. I literally had to find this quote. It took me 5 minutes to find the deleted tweet and show that, and that's why he left. Because it's like, what are you gonna do? You know.
Anyway, yeah, thank you, man, for coming on.
Yeah, no, it's great to be on, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good night, and I appreciate it.
All right, take care, man.
Take care.
Effective immediately. Effective immediately. Effective immediately.
effective immediately